3,000 rupees, that's where it starts. Not with stock market genius, not with crypto luck, not with some secret millionaire habit. Just rupees 3,000. Because somewhere tonight, a 22-year-old in India will spend rupees 3,000 on food delivery, subscriptions, and impulse shopping, and another 22-year-old will accidentally begin building a crore. Same country, same inflation, same salary, completely different future. And here's the uncomfortable part. Earning 1 crore rupees in India today is no longer extraordinary. But staying poor forever? That's becoming surprisingly easy. Because modern life is designed to keep your money moving. Fast. One-click payments, zero-cost EMIs, flash sales, instant loans approved in 8 minutes by an app with a smiling logo. The system doesn't want you investing. It wants you consuming. And yet, quietly, without headlines, millions of ordinary Indians are building serious wealth using a system so boring most people ignore it completely. This is the roadmap to 1 crore rupees, starting from zero. And no, it does not require a 6-figure salary. First, we need to understand what 1 crore rupees actually means today. Because culturally in India, 1 crore rupees still sounds mythical, like you've made it, like you own 3 apartments and give stock tips at weddings. But financially, 1 crore rupees today is not what 1 crore rupees was 20 years ago. In cities like Mumbai, Bengaluru, Pune, Gurgaon, 1 crore rupees can disappear frighteningly fast. A decent apartment, a medical emergency, a child's education. Done. Inflation quietly changed the meaning of wealth while nobody was paying attention. That's the first trap. People think becoming rich is impossible, because they imagine wealth as luxury. But real wealth is usually much quieter. It's having options, time, freedom from panic. And mathematically, 1 crore rupees is more achievable than most people think, but only if you understand one thing. Time matters more than income. That sounds fake, until you see the math. Let's take 2 people. Raj starts investing at 22. Priya starts at 32. Raj invests rupees 5,000 per month. Priya invests rupees 15,000 per month. Priya invests 3 times more, but Raj still ends up with more money by retirement. Why? Because money has a strange behavior. It grows, then it grows on its own growth, then that growth starts growing too. Compounding is basically money becoming self-employed. And the earlier it starts, the less effort you need later. Most people understand this intellectually. Very few understand it emotionally. Because compounding is painfully invisible in the beginning. The first few years feel pointless. You invest rupees 60,000 this year, and maybe earn rupees 4,000. Exciting. You could probably make more selling old furniture online. But then something weird happens. The curve bends. Year 10 looks different from year 2. Year 15 looks absurd. Year 20 starts looking unfair. And suddenly, your investments are making more money than your actual job. That's the moment compounding stops sounding motivational and starts becoming mechanical. Now here's where most financial advice becomes disconnected from reality. People say things like, just save more. Assemble multiple income streams. Wake up at 5 a.m. Meanwhile, salaries barely keep up with rent. So let's talk realistically. Suppose you're earning rupees 35,000 a month. After rent, bills, transport, food, subscriptions, random expenses pretending to be necessities, you somehow manage to invest rupees 5,000 monthly. Not glamorous, not Instagram-worthy, but at roughly 12% annual returns, which is close to long-term equity market averages. Rupees 5,000 invested monthly for 30 years becomes around rupees 1.75 crore. Not because you became exceptional, because you stayed consistent longer than everyone else. That's the hidden mechanism. Most people dramatically overestimate what money can do in 1 year, and completely underestimate what it can do in 20. But here's the darker side nobody talks about. The same compounding that builds wealth also builds poverty. Credit card debt compounds. Lifestyle inflation compounds. Bad financial habits compound. Buy a slightly more expensive phone every 2 years. Upgrade your lifestyle every salary hike. Take loans for things that lose value. And suddenly your future income is already spent before you even earn it. Modern finance made borrowing feel invisible. That's new. Previous generations physically felt spending. Cash leaving your wallet hurts. UPI doesn't hurt. EMIs don't hurt. Autopay doesn't hurt. Until one day your salary arrives and instantly belongs to 10 different companies. The scary part is, many high earners are financially fragile. Someone earning rupees 2 lakh per month with huge EMIs can be poorer than someone earning rupees 50,000 with investments and zero debt. Income creates ego. Assets create security. Those are not the same thing. And this is where the internet creates confusion. Social media sells wealth as aesthetics, luxury watches, trading screenshots, passive income. Teenagers apparently making rupees 8 lakh a month from AI automation while filming from Dubai. Meanwhile, actual wealth creation is unbelievably repetitive. Invest, wait, repeat. That's it. Which is precisely why most people fail. Because boring systems are psychologically difficult. Humans want excitement, movement, proof. The market understands this perfectly. That's why speculative assets explode in popularity every few years. Crypto, options trading, meme stocks, guaranteed high return schemes. People don't just want money, they want acceleration. But acceleration usually comes attached to risk people don't fully understand. And every financial bubble sounds intelligent while it's rising, then obvious after it collapses. The irony is almost painful. The people desperately trying to get rich quickly often delay wealth the longest, while the slow, boring investor quietly crosses rupees 1 crore without anyone noticing. Now zoom out for a second. Why does this matter so much right now? Because India is entering a strange economic phase. More people are earning than ever before. Retail investing is exploding. Demat accounts are everywhere. Financial content is mainstream now. But simultaneously, living costs are climbing. Job stability is weakening. AI is beginning to disrupt white-collar work. And traditional retirement systems are becoming unreliable. For decades, many Indians believed life followed a predictable script. Study, get job, buy house, retire safely. That script is breaking. Which means personal finance is no longer optional knowledge, it's survival infrastructure. And maybe that's the biggest shift happening right now. Money used to be handled by families. Now individuals are expected to become their own pension manager, investment analyst, insurance planner, and emergency fund strategist. Nobody really announces this transition. It just quietly becomes your problem. And here's the uncomfortable truth at the center of all this. Rupees 1 crore is not the finish line anymore. For younger generations, it may simply become the minimum requirement for stability, especially once inflation keeps eating away purchasing power over the next 20 years. Which raises an uncomfortable question. If having 1 crore rupees is slowly turning from extraordinary into necessary, then what happens to the people who never start? Start early, let compounding do the work. When you start, discipline matters more than amount. Consistency builds over time. Little impulses add up. A plan and small steps get you there. Even high earners can get squeezed by debt. Small cushions make a big difference. Flashy gains can be loud, but steady beats, flashy. Give time. Let compounding work for you. Like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos. Comment below what financial habit changed your life the most, or which one is silently hurting it.